My name is Nate Boylan. I am a high school teacher. I teach science, and I'm also a footwork producer.
Nate Boylan,
I got into footworking because I like house music. I used to get the mixtapes and stuff, off the radio, and then I ended up talking to DJ Rashad on MySpace because he had a lot of tracks back then I loved, and he just talked back with me, and we've been friends ever since then.
DJ Earl Boylan.
So that's where I learned to get into making tracks.
Yeah.
I learned by building off the things that worked for other people. And then, with footwork, my stuff sounds like me, but at the same time, it has an overall genre feel to it. It sounds like footwork. You're starting to hit your groove when finally people are starting to pay attention to you. But it all comes from me hanging out with Rashad back in the day. It's been 8 or 9 years since I started hanging out with him regularly. Rashad really put me on to juke tracks. And I don't know if a lot of people still understand how important juke tracks was. It goes all the way back to the early 2000s. DJ Clint, DJ Rashad, DJ Spin. When Rashad put me on and I got my first EP, it had 1 track that we made and 3 tracks that I made. And that was always my goal when I started, was to get a release. It wasn't a huge advance, it's not a huge amount of royalties because people still really don't know about it, but to me it was a personal moment. It was a year before I got tenure as a teacher. I was still staying up some nights making tracks. I don't really get to do that anymore because I have kids. That's how I've learned to become efficient. I can make a track in an hour because I only got an hour before the baby wakes up. Oh, my baby girl knows how to, I got a track on there right now. If we go back to my house, I can hit play and she made it. Let's do this. Piano on. Yeah, dancing. Beat off. Voice on. So I let her hit the samples and then I let her hit the drums. She's like, oh, I hit the clap. And then she goes like, and I'm like, no, you gotta actually hit the button. And she's like, hey. And I was like, okay, hit the button. So she hit the button, she got a little clap going and she got a bass drum going and she can actually DJ too, but she's tech life too, so. Tech life, it's when you're on the decks and you're making people go nuts. People can't even footwork and they're dancing like crazy people. My drums are real heavy and they're a little off. Like some people are real tight computer-wise, like some people have a real natural rhythm. Like my rhythm's not forced, but it's mine. It's like I walk heavy, I'm a big boy, like my drums are big. The claps are loud. Sometimes people say stuff's too loud, but I like it the way I like it.